Because Maya crashes every time I try to do this stupid move using the graph editor. I just saved it at a point where it had already been taken care of. So as you can see here along the graph editor, the original file, all of the points from here to here, well actually every point was pretty straight and rigid, but now as you can see from here to here it has been smoothed out. Now after shift selecting or click dragging over these 2 points here and here, all I did afterwards was go over to tangents and break tangents. So up here, tangents, break tangents. Again, that allows me to add like a little anchor point, or sorry, a handle, so that I can adjust the anchor point or adjust this point so that I can give it a slight curve. So gradually the animation will smoothly transition from here to here along the path, giving it a gradual startup and then a gradual slowdown. Because my machine keeps crashing, I'm not going to do that. Or I can't show you that, so you'll just have to complete that portion as best you can. If you have any questions, you can always ask me during class. So I'm closing that out now. With my object selected or my ship still selected, we'll need to go to the channel panel, click motion path in the input section, and we'll have to place a few frames in place to tilt the ship as it cruises along the path. So what we need to do now is go to frame 120, and from there what we'll have to do is we'll need to make sure that the U value, well wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong, channel box motion path. Okay, the U twist, sorry, the up twist is set to 0, and I'm gonna need to key this in place. Now the up twist again, sorry, the front twist is what will allow me to tilt the ship along the path. So when the ship is cruising along, like say along the turn or on the curve as it turns here, to give it a little bit more life as far as the ship goes, we can tilt it on its axis and then have it fly around as if it's making a sharp turn. But first thing we need to do is we need to tell Maya that we want it set up at 0 first. So at 120, turn off my other panels here on the side so you can see my instructions. So at 120, we're going to want to make sure that the front twist is set to 0, and I'm going to right click and key it at that point. So now we have a keyframe that says front twist is set at 0 at 120. Next we go to 130 right around this point here, and then we set the front twist up at -15. I hit enter. So you see it's got a slight tilt in it. They're going to have really specific values placed in this area here, but you could very easily eyeball it too once you get the hang of it. So I'm going to right click, key select it, then I'm going to go to frame 135 and do the same thing, update the value. Only this time it's going to be -45 and hit enter. So it's got a little bit more of a tilt to it. Key select it, and then 150, frame 150, and the front twist is going to be -70. I'm going to key it there. Then I go over to frame. Hey,
That's all?
what?
That's all?
Yep, that's it. And then I'm going to go over to frame 165. And then the front twist is going to be set for 45. And I'm going to key it there too. Then from 165 to 170. And the front twist is going to be -15. key selected. Then clear over to 180. 180, the up twist is going to be set back to 0. Or sorry, the front twist is going to be set back to 0. And then we key that. So if you take a look at the front twist while I, what is it called, scrub through the animation here, you'll see that the front twist will gradually change the values as it coasts along the path. Again, all that does is it allows the ship to look as if it's, well, it allows it to rotate along the axis, but for the ships, as far as the appearance of the ship, it gives it that, you know, kind of a sharp turn appearance as if it's flying, and, you know, making really sharp turns as it's flying along. So yeah, those are little things that you can do to give your animated piece a little bit more life as it's coasting along the path.